Hey guys, it's Shalane with Hey Did You Know? And I just want to share a couple things with you about Anchor. If you haven't already heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Check it out. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Go ahead and hit that download button and get your Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started today. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Shalane with Hey Did You Know? And according to the Wall Street Journal, millions are not paying bills because of the pandemic. As unemployment soars and money gets tight, repayments are one of the first expenses people tend to skip. Credit card issuers will either close accounts or lower spending limits. So, what do you do if you are in this situation and money is tight? You file for unemployment, and we all know, especially if you live here in Florida, it's almost, non-existent. What do? Well, I tell you what you don't do is that you don't put your head in the sand. You got to go ahead and contact those credit card issuers. One of the things that you have to do is to contact your credit card issuers. Many issuers, believe it or not, are actually offering relief in the form of either fee waivers or deferred payments. Something else that you may want to check out is something that I came across on creditcards.com. Now, the three national credit card reporting bureaus, you have Equifax, you have Experian, and TransUnion. Okay, these are the three major credit card bureaus that are on your credit report. Something that you can do, I didn't know if you know this, but that's why it's called Hey Did You Know? So, your girl Shalane's got to help you out. First thing, Experian has a website portal that offers a wide range of information, including a page with links to more than 60 financial institutions, non-financial institutions, and government agencies, along with details on services and assistance they can provide. Experian is also offering live programs every week through social media, including Periscope, Twitter, and Facebook Live. Now, the second one, TransUnion, they have a compiled list of companies and organizations that are offering assistance to consumers having credit or debt issues as a result of COVID-19. Equifax has established the COVID credit. So it's COVID, then the little plus sign, COVID plus credit connection, which has helpful data, including free monthly credit scores and credit reports. You can find out how to freeze or unfreeze your credit file, place a fraud alert, or start a dispute at My Equifax. There is also information about how the financial services community responds to the pandemic and suggestions on how to manage your money right now. That's a big thing. I know I used to work at a subprime auto finance company, and that was the biggest thing. At the time, it wasn't, I'm dating myself here, it wasn't a pandemic, but it was actually 9/11. I was working for them. I remember being, at my seat, headset on, and people were saying, like, you need to check your radio because we have a national tragedy happening. And 9/11 really affected a lot of people. You just don't realize it's a chain of events as far as like what people that event affects. And that's even now, this pandemic, it's not just people. Like your people in the hair and beauty industry, people in the grocery industry, people in the gas, everything, post office, Hollywood, I can go on. I'm sure that unless you've been living on either rock, everybody has been affected by this pandemic. And one thing that you don't want to do is just simply ignore your credit card bills, thinking that, well, I can't work, I don't have any money, and there's nothing I can do about it. Let me just put my head in the sands. This is the time that you want to talk to your creditors and explain to them, because you are not the only one. There are a lot of people out there that cannot make their credit card payments because of this pandemic. And what you want to do is to show them like, look, I'm making an effort, please help me. And they are more than likely will help. I know as a I don't like using the word collector, but that's what I was. And as a collector, we were more likely to help someone if they communicated with us, explained to us the situation, and made arrangements with us. So when they did get back on their feet, they remember that. They, mean the consumers, remember that, and they are more likely to reach out to you and, A, pay their bills on time, but B, they're going to recommend other people that, may have accounts with, say like Capital One or Synchrony Bank or a major lender. People are going to be more likely to do business with those companies because they remember the times such as this when they went out of their way to help them. So what do you do if you need help? Well, as I stated before, you want to contact your creditors ASAP. So to get the relief, anyone affected by COVID-19 who's concerned about making their debt payments on time should call their creditors as soon as possible to inform them that they have been affected, and so that they can work with them to implement appropriate measures for the consumer's specific circumstance. So again, it's specific circumstance. I get it. This is a pandemic going on, but here's the situation. If you are in fact, say for example, a hairstylist, and you don't have clients, and that's your sole ability to be able to pay your bills, you're not gonna be able to make them. So I'm sure that they're gonna reach out to you and say, hey, look, this is what we're gonna do. Tell us, what your income is. Tell us what your bills are. What is that you can pay, what you can't pay. Things like that. Same thing. Now, mind you, I know we're talking about credit card bills, but same thing with the student loan situation. Same thing. There's a lot of programs that are out there right now that, I'm reading that, that the government's trying to work on this. There could be possible programs in place where student loans will be, canceled or forgiven or whatever. Reach out to Nelnet or whoever it is that you borrowed money from if you're a college student, and find out what is it that you can do to get yourself situated. What you don't want to do, again, is to put your head in the sand and expect these things don't exist, because it will come back and bite you in the butt. Trust me when I say your girl knows. If the help offered is not enough to bridge the gap between what you have and what they want, and you come out of this with a lower credit score, don't freak out. You got to take care of your family needs before anything else. Just know that in terms of your score, it's not a permanent thing. Don't obsess over that. It's nothing that you can change right now. But by being proactive and reaching out to your creditors and explaining to them that, hey, look, I'm having problems paying back my credit card bills. What can you do for me? They will really appreciate that than just pretending that it doesn't exist. All right. So guys, this is your girl Shalane here with Hey Did You Know? Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I really do. And I'm just here to give you this information when I get it so I can pass it on to you. I can be heard on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts for now. And you can find me on Hey Did You Know on Instagram, and of course on Facebook. I'm Shalane Demarest. I really take, I want to take the time to really thank you guys again, because this was just something I just thought about 2 years ago, and here we are. It's just proof that with the pandemic, you can really, if you put your mind to it, you can take something that's negative and turn it around into something positive. Okay, guys? So again, I really want to say thank you for listening. It's your girl Shalane with Hey Did You Know? And I'll be back with another topic that is just something that'll just kind of make you scratch your head and go, And again, one more thing before I do sign off, I don't want to forget, if there are topics that you want to learn more about, or something that you found along your way you want to pass on to me, please feel free to slide into that DM on Instagram with Hey Did You Know? And I would be more than happy to share it with the rest of the world out there. Okay, guys? So again, it's Shalane with Hey Did You Know? Take care. Bye-bye.